Hi everybody, welcome back to the Hamlet, episode 2, where we're cultivating the field. We got it ploughed, we finished up when we were ploughing this. Didn't move forward. I done a couple of contracts. I done 2 mowing contracts, cultivation contract and a baling contract. I still have the baler leased because there will probably be baling contracts next month. There's no limit on the amount of contracts we can do here because we're only getting 50% payment anyway. I leased that stone picker to actually pick the stones, but the cloud texture, this tractor's really struggling with it. So I said, right, I'll cultivate it first, get it done, and then I'll get the stones up because you can still see them on the field. It really was. Now it's struggling now even with the cultivator, but it gets going and it's okay. But when I was just doing the stone picker, it was literally took me so long to do one lap of the field, one headland I should say. I just kind of parked it down at the end there. That was where I started. It's parked on the road. I went up and got the cultivator and said, right, let's do it this way. So it should work out better. Moving forward, I've been thinking, I'm going to get the grass in here and probably wheat over the far side. I was wondering, should I put grass in that field as well? Because we could do it straw. So I suppose, no, we're going to put wheat or barley in it, whichever crop is ready for us. The reason I was thinking, right, if I put wheat in it, or maybe I don't, if I put grass in it and I put oats in it, I'd be able to get a cut of grass out of it and I'll have plenty of hay. So, that's probably the best way to go. You know what? I think I will do that. I think I'll get grass into that as well. So I can make hay out of that as well and get it stored. Hopefully we'll lease a round baler the next time. Now it'll cost a lot more money if we have to lease it. Lease a round baler, the cheapest one we can get, and get the small round bales done. They're a little bit easier to handle than the small square bales. Much as I like the authenticity of using them, if needs be, we will keep doing that. But considering we got 86 on this field and it was just meadow grass, you could expect to get at least probably 120. So it's a lot. Like, I was lucky enough, I was able to pick them up in 2 loads. Granted, they were, once I got over 3 layers high, they were falling off. They weren't strapping with the trailer. So, it's an option. It's an option. But, anyway, we're back doing our work. We know what we need to do. We need to get this field of stone picking done now. We may have enough money to do the liming on the field, hopefully. We can consider that. And then we'll do the planting and then fertilisation after that. Ground rolling, well, if we can, we'll do it. It depends on cost to rent the roller. We have to make sure our money doesn't run completely down. But if we're doing 2 fields, it could make it probably more valuable when we have it just to do it, because we won't be buying fields for probably the first year now. From now on, this is all we're going to have to work with. So maybe if we're just leasing it, we'll lease it, just get full prep on these fields. And the other one over the far side, that one over there, is going to be oats next spring. We'll put the oats into that and we'll have straw then. So you see, it's not taking too long now. Once you get on the good ground, tractor will run okay. But when it was going across the ploughed ground, it really did struggle big time. There's there's a run and a bit to be done on this, and that's it. So they'll bring it back in when I get the stone picking done before we sow anything. I did actually buy seed in the second-hand market. There was a bargain, so I bought seed and I also bought a bag of fertiliser. So I had brought the money up over, I think it was 11,000, and then I spent it. Spent it on leasing the stone picker there, and then on the couple of things that were in the second-hand market, seed and fertiliser. So, like, it doesn't go far. Money doesn't go far here because we haven't got a lot to spare. And we have a looming payment on the loan at the end of the month. Now, I'm going to say, why didn't it? I thought it was turning off the GPS is gone. Why was it turned that way? I didn't realise. I clicked to turn off just as it actually went off itself. So last little bit here, then I'm going to get that stone picker. Down. Granted, it makes it harder to see them. But I'd prefer to do it because this is going to stay in grass. I know it doesn't really affect the equipment that much anyway, but, you know, might as well do it. Okay, I'll get the stone picker loaded up and I'll bring it back in when I have that done. Stone picking's almost done, but it's been really, really slow going. Yeah, I'm going to struggle with this tractor for most jobs for the first year, but it is what it is. Would be tempted to upgrade it. I could actually trade it in and get nearly enough money to get something better. But that's not right. That's not the right way about doing it. The deal is we keep everything for the first year. And that's it. Now, I did get, there was actually lime in the second-hand market again, a bargain from the dealer. So we have our lime with 4 crates, which is 8,000 litres, more than enough. And we're going to get the liming done. Kind of just parking stuff here. Look, it was hardly worth it. 193 litres of stone. That's all there was. So you kind of say, why did I waste my time doing that? But you know what? It's going to be on the field forever because that's going to be a grass field. So it's a once-off job. It's not like we're going to be undoing it again at some other stage. Now, have I a pallet fork or a bale fork? I think it's a bale fork because I want to load the... Okay, what have I got? Bale fork. Okay. Drop that off. I'm going to have to... might just hire a bale fork, lease it, because for what we need, and wait until one comes up in the second-hand market before I buy one. So I'm just going to go down here now, and should have really brought the trailer for the seed, but no, we don't need the seed yet. We need the pallet fork. It's not a bad tractor now. It's got 60 hours on it now, so it's getting on. And I noticed that the damage is coming up pretty quick on it, because of the age of it, which is what normally happens. Didn't even look because no traffic seems to come up this road. Here we go. There's our few things we bought. Another leaf out of Dagman's book. Barrel of diesel. So now we'll get these few things bought and then I'll bring it back in. Okay, I didn't want to keep you in when I was browsing the second-hand market because it just takes so long to go through it. What we're going to do, we're going to lease this. I'll just leave the colours as they are, or will we change? Well, no, because we're going to send it back anyway. Lease, it's what, 382, that's okay. Lease that, and then we need a fork. Yeah, there was no point in keeping you in when I was browsing the second-hand market because it kind of take me time going through because I usually end up taking ages. Where's bell fork? Release that, how much is it? 86. There's not enough room. Kind of knew that was going to happen. So let's pick up I'm going to have to pick up the trailer and move it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually move this trailer here. The demo one. And where will we park it? That's from the red tape mod demo scheme. Okay, let's do it now. We should be able to spawn it. These 86, there we go. Okay. Let's squeeze it in here. Yeah, just the deals on the material. The leaf out Dagman's book with regards to Diesel, because that's what he done on his survival series. He got the diesel on it, and I just thought, okay, let's save every penny we can. Yeah. I'm going to say, will these load without the tractor being connected? Of course they will. I don't want anyone to. Even two are getting lifted up. Oh. It just shows you, like, oh, they did it one at a time. Probably better off anyway. A bit more realistic. Even at that, she's still bouncing. With this lime spreader, you have to be in the right place for it to load. There we go. I'll put two of them in because it only has 5,000, and two of them will be 4, so we'll do that. Let's come back down and oh, we're in trouble. It won't lift high enough for the bags of fertilizer. We might just have to load them the normal way. You need a bag lifter to do the bags over this spreader. So I'm going to just do the 2 fields with the lime. Then we'll get the yeah, see the way it's not loading constantly. Lower it down. Maybe if I have it a bit lower, it's going in okay. No, it's down there again. Nearly there. Okay, given that we couldn't lift 2 bags or 2 crates of, well, that would have been 4,000 litres, I suppose that's why. Can we take 2 pallets of seed back up with us? All I want to do is transport it back up. I'm not too worried about. The tractor is bouncing, but once I hook up the fertiliser spreader, it should stabilise it. Just saves coming back. You'll have the seed for the seeder then. Yeah, that's okay. Little bit unstable. Right, I'll get this back and I'll start with the lime then. Okay, we're spreading the lime. I was only thinking when I brought the seed up that I don't think it'll load into the seeder from the forks without having a tractor on it. Or will it? I can't remember. I usually just drive up alongside the pallets and auto load them in. And we'll find out. So we had 4,000 litres in this, so I reckon we'll probably use everything we have. We might need to buy another bit. Not to worry. It is what it is. If we need to run back down, we'll have to run. Well, not if, we will need to run back down and get some more, but we'll have an idea whether we need. Should have enough to do this field anyway. And we'll see how we're doing then. Yeah, we will. We'll have enough to do. We're just coming up to using 2,000 litres, which is one crate. And we've most of the field done. We've stripped down the middle. Will it get it? It will. Turn it off for a second. There we go. Back on. No point in wasting it. We've no sensors on the front of the tractor, so it's not going to switch off. It's just going to keep. Although I don't think it'll actually use it. I think it does kind of now. It's kind of. There's a perfect square that done. No, it's gone. I'll say, why did they do a perfect square? I've done another perfect square. It's going to disappear. There you go. Just glitching. Yeah, with the lack of stones from the field, and even looking at the map when you bring up stones on it, it looks like, yeah, it did go off. It looks like there's not many stones on this map. Whether that's intentional or is something that needs an update, I don't know. We'll know when we plough the next field. So we'll get this one done in this month anyway. Not too worried if we don't get the other one done. We can do it a month later. We'll still get full yield off it this year. We'll have October, November. We won't actually. We'll see how it goes. See how it goes. The ploughing's going to take quite a bit of time. Now, there you go. None of my them bits are missed. We'll do them now. Somebody left a plough on the way in this field. I wonder who that was. I'm just going to run this out and then I'll go get the seeder. I'll stop. There we go. We're out. Tell you what, I'm going to load up the line and then I'll get the rest of it out in this field. See, are we stuck for another one then? Yeah, just a demo. I can't load without another tractor. So I loaded the first pallet up. I said I might as well show you. I did try. I had to drive up beside it. You can see the tire tracks where I was in beside them. So the only way is with a second tractor. Give it a go. We tried our best. Now we can load up the rest. Here we go, and we're putting in grass. Let's change that to grass. Here we go, and off we go. I didn't do the lineman on the other field yet. I just changed my mind. I'm kind of procrastinating. Is that what you call it? I can't make my mind up what I want to do. I'm trying to. As I said, I was trying to see, can I get the other field done instead of just concentrating, do this one first. And then we'll take it from there when we get going. This is going to struggle, but however, it's not a big field. The other field will be a bit easier, it's not as hilly. And the seagulls are back. So we have a grass going in this one. And then we need to lease a roller just to just to go over it so that every time we walk on the field for the rest of his life it doesn't keep coming up. Needs rolling. I've actually gotten used to the goals in the game. It actually adds a little bit to it, so yeah, happy enough. Okay, so first field going in. It's only grass. Same with the next one, it'll only be grass. But then we'll have oats next year. And that means we'll have straw for our cows. Tried to decide whether to add some sheep as an easier form of income when we have grass. That'll be once we have something to feed them on, because I did put all the hay bales into the barn, so we don't have any other feed. So if I was to get sheep now, you know, when you place a pen, the meadow isn't live straight away, so it would end up that my sheep would be very, very hungry. So yeah, it's just an option down the road to have a field with sheep. Whether to buy that one behind the farm, field number 6, maybe make that a sheep pasture. I don't know. I was thinking of maybe doubling up on the cow one and putting the sheep pasture in there as well, because you can't overlap them. I may do that, or do what I done before on the litres camping yards map, and put the sheep pasture in first, buy first plot, and then put the sheep pasture within it. It's one way of doing it. Struggle now, going up there. Go on. It'll make it. Come on, it's your last tough bit. There's grass on the ground there that I didn't pick up. Only saying it now. Crap driving. Absolutely terrible. I didn't say it, you didn't say it, nobody saw it. Here we go. Okay, I got this knocked out. Tell me this, am I allowed to call myself a Wally? And the reason I'm calling myself a Wally is because I forgot with the Great Plains planter, you could actually put solid fertiliser into. I have it in the spreader, ready to go. Once this is done, and then I'm on the last run and looking, solid fertiliser, none in the planter. The sower, and I went, yeah. I wasn't quite as pleasant calling myself a Wally, but you know, I kind of just got into the habit of spreading fertiliser after the planting was done, kind of thinking on precision farming, yeah, that's the way to go. But I've recently realised that when you're using precision farming and you have your zero compact on your tractor when you're sowing, it'll actually do, if you have the fertiliser on it as well, it will actually do it perfect. And there you go. This is our grass field. Looking well. It'll need rolling, of course, it'll tell us that. I'll get the fertiliser spreader is in. Did I bring it up to the yard? I can't remember. You know, I'm doing all this one after the other. Like I did, yeah. I'm in the same day. I haven't even, like, I came in here and started doing this video and haven't left. And yeah, I can't remember what did I do last, or where did I leave this, or where did I leave. And you know, what it's down to is I'm concentrating on the clock too much to see could I get the other field done, and not just concentrating on the field I'm working on, which possibly is not the best way to do it. You know, because then I don't put fertiliser in the spreader, you see. Now, let's get lines. Should be straightforward enough. Yeah, might as well lock onto that one. And let's go. What I'll do, if there's any left on this, I'll empty it and I'll put it in the seeder for the next field. Yeah, there's going to be plenty left. So I'll have to just lease a roller next and roll it and be done with it. And that's our first field will be done. So let me finish this off and then I'll go and lease a roller. And yeah, we'll have our field of grass in, which is going to be our permanent field of grass. Whereas the other one is going to be sown in grass, but it's going to end up being oats next year. So this is permanent. This won't change. It's grass forever now. Better move up and get that little bit on the edges. There's going to be a tiny bit in the middle anyway. That must be slightly outside our field. Doesn't matter. It'll still grow. We'll still be able to cut it. Right, I'll just get this last bit done, and then I'll get the roller and get this wrapped up. Okay, I done the lime on this. I had to buy another one, and I unloaded it up at the yard. I'm just going to return this. We're finished with it, and get a roller, and get the grass field rolled, and that's it. That's our field done. So it hasn't been too bad. 15:44 in the afternoon, and I'm gonna just pull out in front of him because otherwise he's gonna stop. I'm just gonna return this now. I did actually fill up with some of the diesel out of that tank while I was here. Okay, two things. Where's the trigger? It's inside. Turn. Okay. Need a ground roller, which I was right beside. That is a ground roller, isn't it? Lease, 600 and whatever. It is what it is. Okay. I was going to say I'll pick up some of the seed and bring it back up. I'm not going to bother. I did put the fertilizer in the seeder this time. We're going to have to plough the other field. Right, we'll go up this way since we're facing this way. No, we don't have a road up this way. There it is. Bringing you on the tour. Yeah, so we got that field done, 100%, everything done now. Let's go up by, it does, yeah. Have I been up here before? I haven't, no. Yeah, we got that field done. It's 100%. It's loam as well, so we'll get decent yield out of it. And what I'll do when I get that done is I'll start ploughing the other field, see how far I get. I can't see me getting everything done on it because the ploughing's going to take a bit of time to do. It'll probably get dark, and as I said, I would love to have it done and get the grass in so that we can benefit from it this year. I'll hang on to the roller. I don't need a fertiliser spreader now. It's gone back because we have the fertiliser in the seeder now, which is what we should have done in the first place. Now, it's going to struggle. We kind of know that, but happy enough with the progress that's been made. I know this episode has been basically preparing this field and the other field, but that's what we're doing. We don't have much else to do. We still have a look. We could decide not to do that field and work with the contracts that are there and make some more money, or we might just work on that field. I'll decide that when I'm finished this. So I'll get this finished off and I'll bring you back in when I decide what I'm going to do with the remaining time in August. And yeah, just do an update on the plan, and that's probably where we're going to leave the episode then at the end of it. Just we'll finish up in August. Oh, it's falling down the hill, look at that. It just shows us the slope that's on that. I'll get it when I come back up to the next side. Right, let me get this wrapped up. Okay, decision's been made. We're not going to break our necks trying to get that field ready and done. It's going to take a bit of time to plough it and then get everything else done to it. So we're going to run out of time. And there's no real urgency on it. We have one grass field. We'll get that sown. Granted, we may only get one cut off it, which might be next March before we put oats in. But it is what it is. This series is not about rushing through everything. It's about realistic goings on and closing all the doors. That I just open up everything and leave everything open. I'm going to leave that one open anyway. I just have an awful habit of opening doors and leaving them open. No cows, so we might as well close that one too. That it? Yeah, this one's open. So we have our hay in there. I need to feed them. Yeah. So I'm going to call it there for this episode. I'm going to work away on the other field. Because it's more of the same stuff again. But what I am actually going to do, just as I'm calling it for this episode, I'm going to accept that contract and do it with our own combine. So it's only £1,000, but it's our own combine. We get a little bit of grain from it. It's field number 69, which is just across the river. That's what I was saying. The reason I was saying about the... Oh, I actually turned it on, turned it off again. Here we go. The reason I was saying about leaving the door open on the repair workshop is because I need to convert this back to a trailer that'll hold corn. It's spelt, I think, we're harvesting in this field, so I'm going to work away. I'm going to do that. Might as well break our combine in. I don't know what sort of damage is on it, but I'll have a look at that. But I kind of need to get a little bit more money in just to be on the safe side. So we're customizing this and we're going to turn it into 8,000 litres. Won't be enough. We'll have to make 2 runs. Oh, dropped off, of course. We'll have to make 2 runs. Get this down to the field. I'll come back for the combine. I'll do all that. Yeah, now, finances. We have 4,600 going out as we move forward into next month. So we don't have a lot of money. So what I'm going to do, we're going to get out with a few leases. So I'm going to utilise the bit of time we have left. And I'm going to do that as well. Depending on time, I might do another one. I'll pick something close by where I'm doing that other baling contract. It'll cover the costs of doing that. That's a fair bit away from where we're working. Well, that's all we can do is we've no hoe, so we can do the harvest or the baling contract. That's all we can do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just get 2 of them knocked out, get that bank balance up. It'll only go up $2,000. Just a little over $2,000. So we'll get us up to 8. At least we're covered off then when we move forward. We won't go into the red anyway. And yeah, it's just basically to keep our heads above water. And of course we'll have to do a few contracts next month. I'm going to have to work on that field and get it prepared. But lucky enough we have everything that we actually need for it. It's not a big field. It won't take long to do this with the combine. And the sell point is the co-op, which is literally only down the road over there. And we get to keep a bit. It is spelt. We get to keep a bit of the crop as well. So that's a plus point on that. I'm just curious. Don't run into any of what's going to happen. I was actually looking at the tail and then look back, and I'm getting myself into a pickle here now. I'm more concerned about catching the tail like that than where it was going at the front. Don't look at me scratching all the paintwork on my combine harvester. Desperate driver. Need to go redo my license. Like repair, how much? Trailer, combine itself, 233. Okay, we'll do that. Not that it really matters, it's their own equipment. Add 83. There's some of our profit gone already. What's that that's floating there? There's something yellow floating there. Flyers floating in midair. Okay. So that's the game plan. I'll get these done, just to get a couple of contracts done. The spelt I will put in our silo. If I manage to, I didn't notice where there's a grain door in that trailer, so I can regulate it going out at the end and try keep as much as possible. We won't I reckon that I'd be a couple of £100 if I sell it anyway. I'm assuming if I did put down chickens or anything like that, the spelt could be used to feed them anyway. So that's kind of going to be a little bit of a gain. The other harvest contract, what did I say it was? Flax. They're kind of grains as well, so I'm kind of hoping that if I do manage to have time to do that, which I should because we're in August, it'll give us a little bit extra. As I said, I'm kind of happy enough with the way things are going. Contracts, I could, if I was doing 100% payout on the contracts here, granted I'd have a lot more money, I'd actually have double what I'm getting, but you know, it's about making it hard and having to in turn work hard to do the contracts, if you know what I mean. It's not about having it handed to you. Yeah. I must have followed the combine again. Drawing a couple of lines, might as well. There we go. Combine's in action. 46.1 hours on it. So this is going to be a tough machine to maintain as well, because of the hours on it. The damage will come up pretty quick on it. Anyway, guys, that's it. Episode 2 in the bag. I'm not going to keep you in for this. You've seen harvesting contracts so many times before. You've seen the progress. You see where we are. We got our grass field in. There's no point in just trying to work through the dark and everything else to do the other one. That'll remain for September. When I bring you back for episode 3, I'll probably have most of that work done anyway. At that stage, I'll do that off camera because basically we have done we've done the preps for the first field in the last episode and this one. So I'm not going to subject you to the exact same stuff again. But we'll see what progress we can make money wise, and can we consider getting a few animals and have some sort of an income. Like I'm even thinking, because I'll have a bit of grain, if I could use the grain for feeding the chickens, would that be the thing to do? But I must actually do a calculation on chickens, because I actually don't think you make any money from chickens because they're so slow to produce eggs. By the time you count up the amount of grain you feed them, I think it's a waste of time, to be honest with you. It's different thing if you're growing the crop specifically yourself for it. But if you have to buy it or like that, I think it's a waste. But anyway, that's for another day. For now, episode number 2 on the Hamlet, here in the Swiss Jura region, is where the map is meant to be set. We're done and dusted, and we're going to continue on with a few contracts, get our money up, and then come back in the next episode and see what sort of trouble we're in, or what other trouble we can actually get into. So thanks a million for joining me. Please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and do leave a comment. Just let me know what you think of the series, one way or the other. I really appreciate it. Until next time, all that's left for me to do is to say goodbye for now. Bye bye.